You might not be happy with the songs you're writing, so here are the 5 most common mistakes. Number 1 is lack of structure. Without structure, it can be difficult for the listener to follow along and connect with the music. You want each section of the music to be clearly defined so the listener can tell that you're moving from one part to another. An excellent way to do this is with contrasting lyrics, melody, or harmony. For example, you might have a verse section with a simple, repetitive melody, and then move to a chorus that has a complex melody or perhaps a key change. Number 2, too much complexity or not enough. If your song has too many modulations, chromatic melodies, or no repetition, it will be tough for the listener to follow along with. The inverse is also true if it's too simple. If there's no harmonic surprises, the listener might bore easily and skip it for something a little more satisfying.
This sucks.
What you want is a piece of music that sits in the middle of these two extremes. Julian Bradley of Jazz Tutorial has a brilliant take on this. You want to satisfy the head and the heart. Your head wants to be surprised with the clever modulations and neat music theory concepts, but the heart yearns for the tried and true, familiar old diatonic stuff you've heard a million times before. So try and strike a balance of both. Here's a good tip you can use in your own songs. Keep your song mostly diatonic, but add in borrowed chords from the parallel major or minor key. As long as this is used moderately, it will provide just enough color to keep things interesting, but not be so atonal that it's incapable of being listened to. Number 3 is vague lyrics or no theme. I'm sure everyone has heard the kitschy EDM song that goes like this. Pretty bad, right? If you don't have at least somewhat decent lyrics, you'll find it hard to connect to the listener on a deeper level. You want to be really clear in what you're trying to express, and often the more you give of yourself, the more you'll get back. By sharing your personal experiences in your lyrics, you'll increase the likelihood of connecting with others who have gone through similar situations. Now, I find it helps to use idioms, cliches, or a single phrase that sums up everything I'm trying to say. This phrase could also be used as a hook in the chorus. For example, if I was doing a breakup song, I'd come up with a phrase like, "It ain't the same without you." Then I might write around it like this. A 4th common songwriting mistake is plagiarism. Not only is it illegal and somewhat unethical, it can also have consequences. In addition to the risk of legal action, plagiarism can have an impact on your reputation, lead to lost opportunities, and damage your creativity. When writing your song, it's important to make sure that all of the ideas and words are your own. If you are inspired by someone else, make sure to give them credit where credit is due. Doing so will not only protect you from potential legal repercussions, but it also shows respect for the original creator. Good artists borrow, great artists steal. Yes, Picasso did say this, but there is a right way and wrong way to do this. You want to take what works for others and use it to make something new and unique. Number 5, not editing and revising. Let me quote Ernest Hemingway. The first draft of anything is The idea is that the first draft is just the starting point, and that the real work of writing begins in the revisions and editing stage. Well, the same is true for songwriting. Don't let your ego get in the way of improving your song. Here are some steps you can take to revise your song. Review the lyrics, fix awkward phrasing, find better rhymes, and ask yourself if the lyrics really effectively convey the message you're trying to get across. Evaluate the melodies. Are they memorable? Do I have contrasting ones? Do they support the lyrics? Check the structure. Do all the parts flow nicely between each other? Are there parts you could take out? Is that 2-minute flute solo really supporting the song? Get feedback. This is a perfect opportunity to seek out advice from a peer and get some feedback on your song. Now, after you've done all this, you just want to repeat the process until you can listen back to your song and not want to change anything. That's going to be it for the common mistakes today, guys. If you want to see some more tips and tricks about songwriting, check out this video I recently uploaded about writing like Morgan Wallen. It's got a lot of good information about songwriting. Thanks for watching. Catch us in the next one.